Before you buy land here in Nigeria, you need to understand this document first, a power of attorney. Now, my name is Chiekezi Obinna, your trusted real estate consultant here in the city of Enugu and your property investment strategist. Today, we are going to be discussing the power of attorney. I know you must have been seeing properties that come with a deed of assignment and a power of attorney, an irrevocable power of attorney, and you are wondering what it means. Today we are going to be dissecting what a power of attorney truly means in any real estate transaction that you are going to be getting involved in. Now, a power of attorney is a document under seal that allows someone to act on behalf of the owner of a property. So the power of attorney delegates power to someone to act on behalf of the original owner of that property. Now, it is important to note that a power of attorney cannot legally transfer ownership from one person to another. No, it basically just appoints someone to act on behalf of another person, in this case, the original owner of that property. So it simply just gives someone you trust the right to represent you in a property transaction, to represent your interests in a property transaction. Now, let's take for instance, you're outside the country and you would like your friend or your relative to represent you in a property transaction, to admit tenants, to evict tenants, to buy or sell a house, or to buy or sell a property, you will need to draft a power of attorney to give them that right to do all these things, to represent a specific set of interests. So in order to draft this power of attorney, you're going to need a lawyer, a property lawyer, to properly draft all the rights you would like to give to this person. In legal terms, it's called a donee. He or she is called a donee. The donor is the owner of the property. The donee is the person you are giving this specific set of rights to represent you in this property transaction. Now, in a situation where you want to buy a property from the diaspora, right? You see a property you like and you want to acquire that property, but you want your friend or your relative, your uncle, your father, your mother to represent you, to sign documents on your behalf. You will need to draft a power of attorney using a licensed property lawyer to give whomever this is the right to represent you through their signatures or their appearances in that property transaction you are going to make. Now, here is where it gets interesting. I'm sure most people wonder why they get a power of attorney when they buy a land or when they buy a property. Now, let me explain. Let's say you buy a land with a C of O. The company gives you a deed of assignment and a power of attorney. You might wonder why. Now, because of the way the real estate laws in Nigeria is structured. So when you buy a plot or some plots from that person or from that estate, the person gives you a deed of assignment and the power of attorney. So the title of the property could still be in the name of the company or in the name of the individual you bought the property from. However, the deed of assignment has transferred ownership of some plots in that estate or in that parcel of land to you, while the power of attorney gives you flexibility, gives you options, gives you the rights. It's like the name implies, a power of attorney gives you that power for you to carry out those activities that would have originally required the previous owner of that property to carry out. So such things may include during the process of registering the property you just bought, you might need the signature of the person who applied for the COO of that property, right? But the power of attorney gives you the power for you to sign in place of the person. It gives you the power for you to represent the original title holder of that property. Wherever his or her signatures might be needed, it gives you the power to pay dues, and it also gives you the power to sell the property because it is your own property. Remember, the deed of assignment has transferred ownership to you, right? So the power of attorney gives you that protection, that shield, like the name implies again, the power of attorney. Right? So the deed of assignment transfers ownership, while the power of attorney provides you with the power and the flexibility for you to carry out those original actions that would have originally required the previous owner of that property, who the government recognizes as the original owner. right? So the power of attorney gives you the power to stand in their place, to do those things that they would have originally wanted to do, they would have originally been required to come and do, right? So these are the kind of powers that the power of attorney offers you in any property transaction you are embarking on. By now, I'm sure you've properly understood what a power of attorney is and its applications in any real estate transaction you are about to make. I remain your trusted real estate consultant, Chiekezi Obinna, based here in Enugu. If you are interested in acquiring verified properties, properties with high return on investment, properties with very good documentation, do well to reach out to the number on your screen. See you on the next one.